Hello to all my viewers. This is Dr. Dhaval Maheta, and today we are going to discuss reliability of an instrument in SPSS. The word reliability has been derived from the word reliable. For example, we can say that the person A is more reliable than person B, or brand A is more reliable than brand B or brand C. If we speak in such manner, we are communicating that there are certain expectations that we are having with that brand. So whenever that brand is used, those expectations are going to be fulfilled. Let's assume that somebody gets diagnosed for a low cholesterol level by a machine. Now, the tests are carried out again tomorrow, and the person again gets diagnosed for low cholesterol by the same machine. We get more or less same results. We can say that the machine gives a reliable result and accurately reflects the cholesterol level of the subject. So, the reliability of a scale means to what extent a scale or a test or an instrument offers consistent estimates of the desired characteristics. Reliability of an instrument in the context of a questionnaire refers to the consistency and stability of the responses it generates. Reliability enhances the credibility of the findings, making them more trustworthy and scientifically valid. Let's try to understand reliability and validity of an instrument by this dart game. Validity is how close you can get to the bullseye, or in other words, how accurate you are. So in the first picture, you can see that these shots are away from the bullseye. What we want is it should be nearer to the bullseye. That is validity. And reliability is how much you can hit the same spot, how consistent you are. So this is consistency. See, the player is able to repeat the same shots. So if we talk about the first picture, the player is reliable. There is a consistency, but not valid as all these shots are away from the bull's eye. In the second picture, we can see that all the shots are away from each other, but they are nearer to the bullseye, which means that the player is valid but not reliable. Okay, so the shots are scattered. So if you take the average of it, you will get the bullseye. Let's talk about the third part. All the shots are on one side. Moreover, the shots are away from each other. So the player is not reliable as well as not valid. Now what we want is all the shots should hit the bullseye, which means that the player is valid, and there should be the consistency in each round. The player should be able to repeat his or her performance. That is reliability. So we want the questionnaire which is reliable and which is valid. Let's say we have measured satisfaction level of any product on Likert scale, where 1 is strongly disagree and 5 is strongly agree. So this is the response which we got from the respondents. Now let's try to analyze the pattern of the collected data. For first three statements, we can say that the most respondents agree to it, as the scale is 5 is strongly agree. While for the last three statements, the respondents disagree because they have done the rating towards 1. This means that there is no consistency in responses in the statements. See, statements are more or less similar, but see the pattern in first three and in the last three. There is no consistency, which leads to the failure of the reliability of an instrument. Let's take one more example. This example we are going to run in the SPSS. Job satisfaction is a construct which has been captured with the help of 4 statements: JS1, JS2, JS3, JS4. JS1. All things considered, I feel very satisfied when I think about my job. JS2. When you think about your job, how satisfied do you feel? JS3. How satisfied are you with your current job with HBAT? So HBAT is a hypothetical company. JS4, how satisfied are you with HBAT as an employer? Second construct, captured with the help of four statements. OC1, my work at HBAT gives me a sense of accomplishment. OC2, I am willing to put in a great deal of effort beyond that normally expected to help HBAT be successful. I have a sense of loyalty to HBAT. I am proud to tell others I work for HBAT. Environmental perception. I am very comfortable with my physical work environment at HBAT. The place I work isn't designed to help me do my job better. EP3, there are few obstructions to make me less productive in my workplace. EP4, what term describes your work environment at HBAT? Behavior of co-workers. AC1, how happy are you with the work of your co-workers? AC2, how do you feel about your co-workers? AC3, how often do you do things with your co-workers on your days off? AC4, generally, how similar are your co-workers to you? Staying in tension in a company, I am not actively searching for another job. So we are seeking the response on the Likert scale, strongly agree to strongly disagree. I seldom look at the job listing on monster.com. I have no interest in searching for a job in the next year. SI4, how likely is that you will be working at SBAT 1 year from today? Now we will go in SPSS. So these are the statements in which the opinions have been captured on Likert scale. Now let's analyze it. We'll go in analyze, scale, reliability analysis. We'll transfer all these statements in items. Make sure that when you perform reliability analysis of an instrument, you have to not consider the demographics. You should not include demographics. Only those statements which are on Likert scale are to be transferred in items. Click on statistics, scale if item deleted, continue, click OK, and you got the result. Now let's interpret this. So I'll copy this, right click, copy, and I'll paste it here. I got the Cronbach alpha 0.858. Now there are some guidelines for Cronbach alpha. If you get the value of alpha above 0.9, it is excellent. In the range of 0.8 to 0.9, it is good. 0.7 to 0.8, acceptable. 0.6 to 0.7, questionable. 0.5 to 0.6, it's poor. And less than 0.5, unacceptable. We got the value 0.858, so we are here. Let's do the interpretation. With the Cronbach alpha of 0.8, the 20 item questionnaire demonstrates good internal consistency. This suggests that items are well correlated and consistently measures the same underlying construct, making the instrument reliable for the intended measure. So this is quite good. Now let's proceed further. The output will also generate item total statistics, in which we have to focus on the last column, Cronbach alpha if item deleted. Here we have to figure out the statement whose Cronbach alpha is above 0.858. Let's talk about JS1. It's less than overall. OC1 0.860. Now what does it mean? If I delete OC1, then my Cronbach alpha enhances. It increases to 0.860. Let's check it. Is it happening? I'll go here in reliability analysis, remove OC1, click OK. And now you can see my new Cronbach alpha is 0.860. But there are some things which you should remember. So, just a minute. Please remember this advice. Don't delete any statement if overall reliability is more than 0.7. And if the difference in Cronbach alpha after the deleting the statement is insignificant, see, it's insignificant. At present, it is 0.858. When I deleted GS1, this statement, oh sorry, OC1, when I deleted OC1, it is 0.860. So the difference is very insignificant. In such scenario also, don't delete it. So two things you have to remember. One, if it is above 0.7, don't delete anything. And if the difference is less, then also don't delete anything. Now there are some remedial measures which we will have to remember to increase the Cronbach alpha. Let's see. First one, strategies to improve the reliability of an instrument. First one, ensure that each item is clear and unambiguous. Avoid using complex or technical language that may be misunderstood by the respondents. Adding more items that measure the same construct can enhance the reliability of an instrument as it provides more comprehensive assessment. Third, use consistent response format. Using the same response format, example, Likert scale, make sure that for all the statements you use the same Likert scale. It's not that for some questions it is a 5-point Likert scale, it is for some statement it is 7-point Likert scale. The next strategy is using consistent response format. I think this we have discussed. Okay, pilot testing and refinement. Conduct a pilot testing to identify and address any issues with the questionnaire items before full-scale administration. Next is perform item analysis. Analyze item total correlations and remove or revise items with low correlations to ensure they contribute positively to the overall scale reliability. Ensure homogeneity of items. Ensure that all items measure the same construct or dimension to enhance internal consistency reliability. Seventh is use standardized instructions. Provide clear and standardized instructions to respondents to minimize misunderstandings and variability in responses. Control testing conditions. Administer the question under similar conditions to reduce external factors that might influence responses. Next, use multiple forms of reliability testing. Employ different methods to assess reliability such as test, retest, parallel forms, and split half reliability. Last is use techniques such as factor analysis to ensure that items load appropriately on their intended factors, indicating they measure the same underlying construct. So this was all about reliability and analysis in SPSS. For more videos on advanced data analysis using SPSS, kindly subscribe to my channel. You can also refer my playlist in which I have uploaded videos on data science, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. Please don't forget to like and share my videos. You can also follow me on different social medias. Link given in the description box.